we got this video right here that explains a little bit more in detail of the song. Watch the Party Die. Make sure y'all go follow Fantastic Hip Hop. I did a couple reactions to it, and I like the way that he broke it down too as well. So y'all go check him out. Y'all go follow. Go ahead, I'm gonna hit this like button because I ain't no hater. All right. So let's check out what Fantastic Hip Hop had to say about the latest drop of Kendrick Lamar.
Material for us, and this time beyond announcements and videos. Now, just as we were least expecting it, Kendrick Lamar has once again came out of nowhere with more new material for us, and this time beyond announcements and videos. We are now getting his first brand new song since the release of Not Like Us, and now with this new cut. This is obviously a monumental moment considering just how hot Kendrick is right now, and that this is the first time we are hearing him since what has become one of the most dominant rap songs a single year has ever seen in Not Like Us, and now making this song even crazier. Kendrick has somehow raised the bar once again, as this song is another diss track aimed at Drake, and what can I say? After Drake was asking for another round 2 of action with Kendrick, he has actually checked him, and even for his standards, has went absolutely berserk on him, as with this new track, which while it does not have an official title, as Kendrick just posted the song on social media with no other context, Kendrick is once again dissecting Drake apart here, but with that said, this does not change the fact that Kendrick taunted him earlier this week and said that there are no round 2s, nor does it change the fact that the combination of Meet the Grams and Not Like Us were the tracks that threw Drake down a spiral that he hasn't gotten out of, because with this new song, Kendrick is not dissing Drake within the same confines of the battle from a few months ago, but now he is really claiming his victory and sending out a warning to the rest of the rap world to tread lightly for the coming months, because he has seriously never been more locked in his entire career, and now through every single moment on this cut, Kendrick proves this sentiment to be more and more true with each second, as with a haunting and mesmerizing beat from Cardo, who for reference also produced on Euphoria, Kendrick delivers another diabolical performance that shows us that he is a musical mastermind like no other, as already with the first line on this track, Kendrick opens things up saying, "I think it's time to watch the party die," which immediately sets the tone for what's to come, as this line is a direct reference to Meet the Grams when Kendrick used the device of crashing Drake's party to capture what this moment really meant, which was of course
That's interesting.
Saying, "I think it's time to watch the party die," which immediately sets the tone for what's to come, as this line is a direct reference to Meet the Grams when Kendrick used the device of crashing Drake's party to capture what this moment really meant, which was of course to destroy Drake and start to clean up rap music after all the harm he has done to the genre. So here, Kendrick is bringing back this idea of the party to cement the fact that he is destroying everything Drake ever harmed rap with once and for all. And now following this up, Kendrick alludes again to the Drake beef as he says, "This stuff done got too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get him whacked and disqualified." And now,
and you know what? I thought this was a diss at J. Cole. Because J. Cole is the only person that apologized. I thought this was a low-key diss at J. Cole. Because who else apologized to Kendrick Lamar? Right? It's too late to apologize. It's different. It's get him whacked and disqualified. Could it be? Because I don't think Drake apologized to him, right? The only person that I could think of is J. Cole. J. Cole's the only person that apologized, but he said, nah, it's too late for all that. Could it be?
with these lines, Kendrick is specifically acknowledging the fact that he has clipped Drake's wings, and now that his reign is over and the era of him being the top guy in rap is gone is based on what we have seen this summer. Drake's career has been in an absolutely miserable state with just how bad the quality of his music is, and also just how poorly his tracks have been performing on the charts. And now with Kendrick acknowledging the damage that has been done to Drake following this beef and him rapping about it, it's only speeding up the demise and fall off of Drake's career even faster at this point. And now following these menacing bars that set the scene masterfully.
He said, I thought he was talking to himself. Well, he was definitely talking to himself. It seemed like he was battling on what he should do. Like he's trying to be righteous, but he's trying to, cut a nigga head off too. And I think that's what he was fighting on, especially when he was talking about, he was like, I wonder what such and such would do. And that person was a Christian hip hop artist. He's like, I don't know if I should be, if I should do this the righteous way, or should I do what I really want to do? I want to, whack him. Pause. No Diddy, right? I really want to hurt this nigga, but nah, I shouldn't do that. So it sounds like he was having a talk to himself on which direction he should go. Should I, keep it righteous, or should I turn into a demon?
Kendrick drops in some other genius lyrics that reference just how far Drake is from him, with a bar like, why reason with these people if they can't see the future first? Which is an insane bar, as it's saying that Kendrick shouldn't even have to compete with Drake because he isn't just on his level or anywhere near a big three in his eyes, but he is not even on Future's level, which is a genius way to just put Drake down and drop some masterful wordplay, which ties things back to where they started.
Maybe Big Sean. Oh yeah, because of Big Sean too. Yeah, I remember Sean when he did an interview with Charlamagne the God, but I don't think Sean apologized. Sean said that Kendrick apologized, didn't he? Yeah, I think on that interview, Big Sean said that Kendrick apologized to him.
Kendrick alludes to another rapper who, of course, he started this whole thing off with in Future. And beyond that, who himself has serious beef with Drake. And now, as Kendrick delivers more bars that explain why he went as hard on Drake as he did and why he decided to unleash a wrath on him that has hardly ever been seen in a rap beef before. Kendrick explains through lyrics that are more eye-opening than ever why he did this, as he says, "If you parade in gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company," which is saying that Drake is polluting the rap world with meaningless content and filler garbage that is only going to harm listeners who are trying to grip onto what he's saying. And meanwhile, with Kendrick, while he is not perfect, he is trying to lead people to the truth, because the way rap has been run in Drake's hands as Kendrick has been gone for a few years is failing everything and everybody. And now following this up, as this message is representing the fact that the Drake era is over and Kendrick is here to start something new.
Exactly. And that's why I was thinking the whole Thanos scheme. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, yo, he's trying to restart the rap game, you know? So he wanted to kill off Drake and start a new foundation. Well, I wouldn't say a new foundation, but the leader of hip hop shouldn't be Drake, because Drake ain't doing nothing but, you know, drinking, fucking bitches, and, you know, trying to be gangster and all this shit. So I think he's like, it's time for a new leader, you know? I don't know. I could be tripping, could be not. You know, so that's why I was thinking about Thanos, because that's what Thanos wanted to do. He was trying to restart the world because he felt like the world was headed to a bad place, right?
He doesn't just keep dissing Drake and denouncing everything he stood for, but he also comes at the people who have been sitting in Drake's corner and have been trying to reinforce the same values that he is obsessed with. And specifically here, Kendrick calls out DJ academics, as he says, "Influencers talk down because I'm not with the basic stuff, but they don't hate me, they hate the man I represent. The type of man that never D-ride because I want a favor." And now with these bars, if I'm Ak or anybody else who has been fighting for Drake's name and acting like he is so much more than what he actually is, I would just quit after Kendrick said this, because with these lines, he is making someone like Ak and also others look absolutely pathetic. And now, after throwing more shade at people like academics and also Drake, Kendrick closes this verse off saying, "I would trade all of y'all for Nip. I can't be proud of you," which is such a chilling way to end a verse. And again, as Kendrick is paying tribute to the one and only Nipsey Hussle and is showing just how low he thinks of the people dominating the space he's in today. It is showing this remorseless approach that Kendrick is bringing as he is trying to clear out all of the toxicity that has polluted the genre he holds so dear to his heart. And now, after a hook which features Kendrick praying and then referencing the opening line of the song again, we see clear parallels and a direct continuation of all of his other diss tracks, as here.
And you know what? Come to think about it, especially when he was rapping, like he was talking about academics, and I think he was saying, I don't know, maybe I didn't watch the entire live stream, but we're gonna watch academics entire live stream, and y'all was telling me academics was tripping out, he was bugging out, because I kind of got the notion that, where is it at? Glorify. Where is it at? Da, 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 da. Yeah, when he was talking about the influencers talk down because I'm not with the basic shit. They don't hate me. They hate the man that I represent. Like, this whole bar felt like he was talking about academics, and then at the end of it, he said, Would y'all? He said, how many bitches are harder than a lot of you niggas, right? So I think he's saying that academics is soft, right? There's a lot of women that are harder than academics. Pause. And then he said, I would trade y'all for Nip, like, you know, because Nip passed away. So he's saying academics should die. I don't know, because this whole setup was crazy. And then he said, I wish I could trade y'all for Nip, and Nip passed. So he's just saying, shit, academic, I wish we could trade you for Nip. I wish you would die and we could bring back Nipsey Hussle. I don't know. Like, this whole setup is kind of crazy. You know, I don't know. Could it be? I don't know.
It sounds like he's not just mirroring Meet the Grams with the party line, but also 616 in LA. As just like on that track, he is chatting with a higher power on the hook, and now with the second verse of this cut, Kendrick continues dealing out this same level of lyrical havoc as he builds on everything he said in the first, as he alludes to Drake once again doing things that a respectable person just doesn't, and then disses academics even harder with bars that call him out for spreading misinformation on Drake's behalf, and then just lyrically putting him into the blender. He then brings up the type of cases that academics is facing right now.
That's crazy too. I caught that. Because right when he was alluding to talking about academics, and then he says something about sexual assault. Where is that at? Where is that at? Scamming. Where is that at? Is it on the second verse? I forgot what verse it was when he talked about sexual assault, but it kind of seemed like he was alluding to academics right there too. Jail because of Jezebel. Yeah. Where is it at? Maybe I think I just passed it. Third verse. I think I just seen it. I know I just seen it. I'm gonna look for it.
Which makes this clearly about him, and it's absolutely just a sinister way to take down another person. And now following these words, as Kendrick clears out all the disdain he has for the people who he feels are holding hip-hop back, he then envisions this better future and landscape of hip-hop and really the entire world as he talks about seeing a new earth filled with beautiful people that are making humanity work. And it seems like this bar doubles for Kendrick's vision on where he wants rap to be and where it can be with these people out of it. As once again, he is referencing back to this idea of purity, and after capturing the wonder of this bar even more with a reprise of the hook, Kendrick kicks off the track.
Yeah. Right here. This definitely, because, academics is facing a case that sounds very familiar right here. Damn, I just seen it. Right here. This definitely sounds very familiar to academics, case right here. The end result in jail by Jezebel or drugged up full of lies. Ooh, oh shit, hold on. I don't know. Could you? Because isn't academics facing a similar situation that might involve the drugs, a Jezebel full with lies, the end result? Could it be? So I can see why academic might be feeling some type of way. I'm like, oh shit, he might be talking about Ek right here. Right? Oh yeah, because the whole setup, right? The whole setup, because academics always questions why Kendrick Lamar don't drop, right? He always make fun of academics always make fun of Kendrick Lamar, like it takes him 4 years to drop. Why you don't drop this? Why you don't drop that? So he says they wonder why I don't drop a lot, right? Because the more visible you get, the more your spirit is tried, right? So it sounds like he was answering academics' question why you don't drop, why it takes you 4 years, right? So he sounded like he could have been taking a shot at academics right here. And then he follows up with this scheme, which seems like the situation that academics is dealing with. So this whole setup definitely sounds like it might be directed at academics right here, right? I don't know. Could it be? Could it be?
Track's third and final verse by keeping this theme of faith and purity within the balance as he references Christian rapper Lecrae and questions what he would do in Kendrick's shoes, but then says despite him wanting to be empathetic, his heart is like D1. And now this is a great line because for those who don't know, D1 is a battle rapper from New Orleans, which is of course where the Super Bowl is being played this year, and we have seen the drama with that as some people, including Drake, are absolutely livid about the fact that Lil Wayne is not playing and Kendrick is. And on top of that, as D1 is a battle rapper, Kendrick is referencing him right in line with Lecrae, who is a Christian rapper, to show this conflict he is facing dancing with these two personality types on his shoulder, which again, as this song keeps tying back to the idea and concept of faith. Using actual rappers who embody these two opposing forces to create this lyrical scene is truly brilliant and breathtaking. And now as Kendrick is about to make a decision, before we can see what path he goes on, his vocals go blank, which is another masterful artistic touch, which represents the confusion of this conflict and leaves it up to us, the listener, to figure out the direction he's gonna go in. And once his vocals touch back in, Kendrick then goes on another insane tangent of self-reflection and lets us know as he delivers some more scathing bars, and some more revealing ones about why he does the things that he does, like, they wonder why I'm not enthused to drop. The more visible you get, the more your spiritual is tried.
Me personally, I think these are direct bars to academics, because academics always making fun of Kendrick, you know, why it take you so long? Why it take you so long? Why you take you so long, right? But he like, yo, I'm not like your man's, right? Because he don't want to be in the spotlight. He want to value. Damn, what phone calls, right? So basically, he's saying he want to keep to himself. He's not with the limelight because of temptation. Being in that profession, you know, you were tempted to a lot of things, right? You were attempted to sex, drugs, murder, all that stuff, right? All this sinful stuff. He's like, no, I'm trying to keep my spirit pure. I don't want to be tempted. I don't want to be going to these parties. I ain't trying to go to the Diddy parties. I ain't trying to be influenced by, you know, the hip hop world, right? So I ain't trying to be like y'all. So I think this right here is definitely directed to academics, in my opinion.
We see so many powerful lines that speak to everything this track and moment in time for Kendrick has been about, and ultimately, with these bars and others that jab at Drake with some references to songs like In My Feelings and 2C Slide, Kendrick says some of the most important lines rap has seen this entire decade, which read, I flood the market with my best regards, I paid your dues, and so it's up if you ain't one of ours, it's bad news. My guy Jay Estrada said I gotta burn it down to build it up. That confirmation real as F, it ain't too many real as us. Locking into what I trust, looking outside, the kids live tomorrow, cause today, the party just died. And now with these closing regards, Kendrick is ending off this track by letting everyone know that Drake is gone, and what he did against him was ultimately not just to destroy him, but to rebuild rap and give the genre's future a fighting chance, as Kendrick pieces this together in this genius way that doesn't just connect the narratives of what he says and also the other tracks from earlier in this beef, but in the greater sense, it showcases to the entire world that this has been his plan all along. And now things don't stop here, as with the ending timestamp of this song, and yes, you heard me right, the timestamp, Kendrick ends the track at the 5-minute and 4-second mark, which is the area code of New Orleans, which is of course where the Super Bowl is being held and where Lil Wayne is from, which seems to be alluding to the fact that we will be seeing Kendrick in February there, and maybe silently acknowledging the drama he has been involved in with Wayne regarding the performance. And now with this connection, as Kendrick didn't name the song outright despite people calling it Black Forces or just a hook title, it also seems like he may be intending for the title to be 504 in New Orleans, as it seems really fitting as this song mirrors 616 in LA a lot.
Man, I'm not going for that. I'm not. Is it really? No, it ain't. Is it? 506. Nah, it ain't no nah. It says 506 on here. Man, nah, y'all doing too much. It ain't. Does it end at 504? No, it end at 506. Man, nah. See, I ain't going for that bullshit. Well, I mean, kinda, because the music not playing. Man, I ain't going for that bullshit. Nah. Enough is enough. No, yeah.
Lot. As it's not just this straight up diss track, but it's this moment that is unfolding Kendrick's conscience and telling us why what happened and what we are seeing is going on. Which overall, when you add all this up, it makes a ton of sense. And now with all of this, it is more than safe to say that Kendrick Lamar is now 6 for 6 this year, as this masterful track, which seems to be bridging this era of dissing Drake with what is going to come after, which should be a much greater moment in terms of the goal he is trying to achieve. And now at this point, as Kendrick is back outside and we are now waiting to see how all of these disses and proclamations of what his next come to life, all we can do is now wait and see where this goes from here.
We gonna see. We are going to see. All right.